Hey everyone, my name is Axel Fuentes, and today I will be doing the Q&A for all the questions that you guys asked me about 2 months ago. Let's just get right to it. The wonderful Mr. Noob says, a few questions. Concerning the range plays, how do you feel about the general attitude on the site? You've certainly had your fair share of BS, haven't you, on TRP? Well, yeah, I feel like the general attitude on the site is a bit, I want to say maybe trashy, to put it generously, because there's a lot of people that just act kind of stupid. There's a lot of good there. Most of the threads there are good, yes, but there's always those people who act kind of stupid and they will just post spam basically everywhere and stuff like that. And there's some other people who go on there and have literally nothing constructive to say. But I just generally try to mind my own business, stay out of the drama, just focus on my own threads and maybe helping other people with their threads by finding notes and things like that. Would you consider doing a range fader for someone not necessarily in the public eye? I mean, potentially, maybe. Depends on who the person is. For example, there's quite a few of my classmates who have huge ranges, and they're really good singers, but they don't have any material on YouTube or anything like that, and they have no recorded solo material. But maybe I'd like to make some vocal range videos for them. Speaking of YouTuber vocalists, who are some of your favorite singers / voice-related channels on YouTube? Peter Hollins, Pentatonix, Home Free, Voice Play. Who else? My cousin Marching Bro, he doesn't do much singing on YouTube. He's done some singing, but he mostly just has his own compositions and own arrangements of existing music. Markiplier, because he does some singing, believe it or not. Shmo Yoho and the Gregory Brothers, well, they're the same people. Those are my favorite singing related channels on YouTube. Fantastical Random Irish Man says, your comments were nerdy. I love it. So, age, height, favorite band, acapella group, what sport do you do or like, favorite solo singer, and I give up. I am 17 years old. I am 5'6", but right now I'm 5'7.5" because of my boots. Favorite band / acapella group, definitely Pentatonix. There's no question about it. Pentatonix, and then close second is Home Free. I don't necessarily do any sports. My favorite ones to watch would be basketball, soccer, and volleyball. Also tennis. And then my favorite sports to do, like for example in gym class, are broomball, table tennis, regular tennis, volley tennis, and kickball. I often enjoy those when in gym class. Favorite solo singer? My favorite singer of all time is probably Lady Gaga. Just saying. I made a few arrangements of Poker Face and Bad Romance for my school's jazz band when I was in middle school. And number 6, I give up. Well, don't give up. I'm sure you can come up with a better question for the next Q&A, which I plan to do for either December or November, something around there. Kyle Westling says, favorite school subject, choir / band don't count because, well, that's obvious. Well, it shouldn't be obvious because I'm not in band. Last time I was in band was maybe in 8th grade. So yeah, it's almost been 4 years since I haven't been in band. However, I am in the orchestra and the choir. In fact, this year I'm in 2 orchestras, the chamber orchestra and the concert orchestra, 2 different ones, and I'm in the acapella chamber choir this year. So music classes will always be my favorite, no question about it. Even when I go off to college, they'll still be my favorite. Subjects besides music, definitely science. I've always been really good at science. I've always found generally environmental science and things like that, I found that very interesting. And then basic chemistry and things like that. Maybe some physics, especially when it comes to sound. In fact, thanks to my freshman physical science teacher, that's how I already knew a lot about sound when I started making vocal range videos. Broadcast and video production, even though I've never been in that class, I have some experience with it. And because I already enjoy making videos and I've been doing this for about 7, almost 8 years, that's kind of the class that would be for me. Unfortunately, though, I can't take it because they flipped around when classes would be at my school this year. So 2 of my music classes would conflict with that class, and those 2 music classes are the ones that I happened to audition to get into. So I had to take off broadcast and video production off my schedule, which kind of sucks. Patrick Starr says, is there ever going to be a Jeff Castellucci update? He hit a low note in the Phantom of the Opera video, and I can't make out what it is. No comment. Next. Zachary Rondo asks, what programs do you use? Excellent question, my friend. I've been waiting for someone to ask this for a while because Many of you think that I use some programs when I don't. For video editing, I use Sony Vegas Movie Studio 13 Platinum. Now for Christmas, I'd like to get Sony Vegas Pro. It is going to be a lot of money because we're talking about a professional video editing software, but I want to get that one because I feel like I'm starting to outgrow Sony Vegas Movie Studio. I've been using Movie Studio 11 since March of 2010, and then just like in March, I upgraded to Sony Vegas Movie Studio 13. It's a lot better, but I am starting to feel very limited in what I can and can't do. So I will be upgrading to Sony Vegas Pro for Christmas. Then for audio editing, I do not use Audacity. One of you, I don't remember who it was, but one of you guessed that I use Audacity. I do not use Audacity. Audacity is garbage. Yes, it's free, but it's extremely limited in what you can and can't do. And honestly, for me, it doesn't do justice because I'm getting into from intermediate to advanced audio editing. So Audacity for me just isn't cutting it. Wasn't cutting it. I don't even think I have. Yeah, I don't even have Audacity installed on my computer anymore. I just have the desktop shortcut right there, but that's about it. I use Traction 7 for audio editing. Now, Traction, I got Traction 4 for free when I got my, I got a Behringer audio interface, the small UCA 222 audio interface, the small, really crappy one. When I got that, I got a free license for Traction 4. I used Traction 4 for a while, outgrew it, and then recently I upgraded to Traction 7. And let me say that for what I do, this program is perfect. In fact, I might not even need to upgrade to Reaper like I originally was planning on. I think I could survive with Traction for a good few years until I start getting into it past advanced audio recording and editing and stuff like that. And then for music composition, I use Finale Notepad 2014. No, not Notepad. Finale PreMusic 2014, and it is an actual music notation software which uses MIDI to replay things, and you can have up to 24 instruments, I believe, is the limit, maybe more. And I have made my own compositions before. I did one for music theory just this past year. I'm currently reworking it, and I'm going to use it as, use it as the main theme for this channel. So yeah, those are all the programs I use. And then for screen recording, if I ever need to do that, I used to do that a lot on my gaming channel. I don't do a bunch of that anymore. But if I do have to do any or screen recording of any kind, I use Mirrorless Action. I don't use Fraps because Fraps, the file sizes are huge. For a 5-minute clip, it's like 40 gigs. For Mirrorless, it's not really that much better. It's like 30 gigs for 5 minutes, but it does the job, and there's also a lot of things that you can do with it. So yeah, that's all the programs I use. Aaron Leshke, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, says, favorite bands, life advice, what do you do for fun? Congrats on 2,000 subscribers. Well, thank you. And yes, seriously, thank you guys for 2,000 plus subscribers again. To answer your question, favorite bands, again, Pentatonix, Home Free, Voice Play, people like that. Maybe a little bit of Green Day, maybe a little bit of Set the Charge, maybe a little bit of Guns N' Roses. Hello, my name is Axel. Where do you think I get Guns N' Roses from? My parents were huge Guns N' Roses fans, which is why they kind of sort of named me after the Axl Rose himself, except my name has an E. Instead of just AXL, it's AXEL. And then life advice, I'm going to leave that for a completely separate video. But what do I do for fun? Well, besides make videos and make music, I'm also kind of a semi-gamer. I have a lot of games on Steam, but the ones that I play the most are Garry's Mod and Star Trek Online. I'm a huge Trekkie. I have been a huge Trekkie since around 2009. And yeah, I'm all about Star Trek. And I also love hanging out with friends, even though it doesn't happen very often. But I love hanging out with friends and just going and having fun. Next question. Music Art says, how hard is it to find singers' range, and what is your vocal range? It's just hard to find singers' ranges because sometimes they don't have enough material so that you can discover their entire range. But like with singers from Pentatonix and Home Free, we have a lot of their we have most of their ranges because we have most of all their material from the moment they began to sing to present date. And what is my vocal range? E flat 1 to C6, I guess. Kyle Westling asks, have you ever seen Home Free or Pentatonix live? I have not, but I really, really want to. But because I live in Columbus, Ohio, no popular group ever comes here, ever. At least none that I'd be interested in listening to. Home Free was down here once, but the one time that they were down here, I was unable to go because I didn't have a ride. He is the one asks, is Harmonics considered chest voice? No, it is not. Even though it sounds particularly chesty, it is not considered chest voice. Also, what's your vocal type range? I'm a baritone. A lot of people think that I'm a bass, but I'm just a baritone. I either call myself a man in black baritone or a versatile baritone or something like that. But in my school choir, I always sing bass. Riley Crestfall asks, any plans on Kirsten Maldonado vocal range vid? No comment. Kyle Westling asks, what's your favorite food? Great question. I have a lot of favorite foods, most notably ramen noodles. And I have to prepare for that because I'm going to college in a year. Potato chips, juice, mostly V8 Splash, chicken in general, and yeah, a couple other stuff there. So yeah, I like food a lot. And also ice cream. My bribe is cookies and cream. Veers44 asks, where do you live? Well, that's quite simple, my friend. I live in my house. But no, I live in Ohio, where we say things wrong and where we add S's to words where there aren't any S's, and where we say pop. Well, everybody here says pop, but I say soda. Yeah, I live in Ohio. I live in both Dublin and Columbus. I live right on the boundary of Columbus and Dublin. So if you live in Dublin or Columbus, you might see me. Well, this has been the end of my Q&A video. Next up on the project is a promotional video for my group, Irish Fiddle Fetish. Here's a picture of us. And I actually got to hold a recording session for our group in the beginning of the summer. So I've been tasked with making a promotional video, so you'll be seeing that coming out very soon. And we are performing at the Irish Festival in August. So my parents will be recording that again, and I'll be uploading it to YouTube as soon as possible before the school year starts. And as far as August goes, things will really pick up for me. I start school on August 17th. Yes, I'm a senior this year. Woo! Class of 2017. It's gonna be great. Thank you very much for watching my Q&A. You guys are the best. Thank you for all the great questions you asked. I look forward to having a lot more Q&A sessions coming up. And again, thank you guys for all your support. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching and enjoying my content. Thank you for all your suggestions and comments and things like that. Really greatly appreciate it. It really means a lot. And I look forward to making a lot more content for you guys. Once again, my name is Axel Fuentes, and I will see you next time.